Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. And today is March the 9th, 2025. And we are now in video number 11 in the A Year at Catholic Mass series. Okay, so today is the first Sunday of Lent. And I went to 7:30 Mass again, which is working well. Okay. And today the priest was the Filipino priest. He's a nice guy. And I chat with him sometimes when I'm out walking around at the Stations of the Cross. And if you want to see the Stations of the Cross, just go to my, I think the tab is Places of Worship, if I'm not mistaken. You can see what I'm talking about. I took pictures of the Stations of the Cross at night when the lights come on. But anyway, so I went there and then I went for my walk over there. So these are the readings that we read today. Okay. So the first reading was from the book of Deuteronomy. I had to look Deuteronomy up. Deuteronomy, it says, is the fifth book of the Torah, which is the Jewish holy book. And then it is the fifth book of the Hebrew Bible and the Christian Old Testament. And this book consists of 3 sermons or speeches delivered to the Israelites by Moses on the plains of Moab shortly before they enter the Promised Land. So this is when he was telling them to leave and go to the Promised Land. And so the first reading comes from Deuteronomy 26:7, and it says, "We cried to the Lord, the God of our fathers, and he heard our cry." Then the psalm was, "Be with me, Lord, when I am in trouble," Psalm 91. Okay, the second reading, so it is St. Paul, but this time he's writing a letter to the Romans, not the Corinthians. So this one, let me get to the page. Where did I put it? Okay, whoops. All right, so this one he says, "For if you confess with your mouth that Jesus is Lord and believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, you will be saved." And this is Romans 10, 10:9. Okay, then the last reading was my computer is so slow. The last reading comes from the Gospel according to Luke. And this is chapter 4. I guess these are verses 1 and 2. But the priest read the whole thing. Okay. So then this is filled with the Holy Spirit. Jesus returned from Jordan and was led by the Spirit into the desert for 40 days to be tempted by the devil. Okay, so let's read this chapter here. Jesus, full of the Holy Spirit, left the Jordan and was led by the Spirit into the wilderness, where for 40 days he was tempted by the devil. He ate nothing during those days, and at the end of them he was hungry. The devil said to him, "If you are the Son of God, tell this stone to become bread." Jesus answered, "It is written, man shall not live on bread alone." The devil led him up to a high place and showed him in an instant all the kingdoms of the world. And he said to him, "I will give you all their authority and splendor. It has been given to me, and I can give it to anyone I want to. If you worship me, it will all be yours." Jesus answered, "It is written, worship the Lord your God and serve him only." The devil led him to Jerusalem and had him stand on the highest point of the temple. "If you are the Son of God," he said, "throw yourself down from here, for it is written, he will command his angels concerning you to guard you carefully. They will lift you up in their hands, so that you will not strike your foot against a stone." Jesus answered, It is said, "Do not put the Lord your God to the test." When the devil had finished all his tempting, he left him until an opportune time. Okay, so that was the third reading, and so today the priest was talking about how this is the first Sunday of Lent, and it's kind of about changing, and giving something up. And he said it's not just giving up chocolate, it's not just giving up things you like. It's about changing things. Okay, so like if you're a person who's constantly complaining, I complain about almost everything. Stop complaining. If you have whatever things that you're doing that you could stop doing, then do it. And so that this was a good mass, because this was it hit home, and it's a learning, for me. And so far every time I've gone to church, I am learning. I'm learning that everybody can change their behavior at any time. You can stop doing things that you do. You can start doing better things. You don't have to keep doing the things you do, and you can just be a better person. And so I enjoyed this mass today, and I am learning every single week, and I'm learning about myself. I am. I mean, there's nothing else to say. There's no other way to put it. Every time I go, I'm learning about myself, and I learn about the things I do and how I can change. And I do want to change. That is kind of, this is good, because this is like sort of a push, a a push to change, right? And to do it for God, and to do it for yourself. Make yourself a better person, because if you're a better person, you will be a better person for God also. And he also talked about not to worry about earthly things, um, and not to. Apparently, there's 5 things that people want, like it's power, money. Um, I don't remember, but what he said, and I forget who he attributed that to. But none of these things is really going to ever help you in the end, because in the end, really, what happens in the end? We just die. And so what's all that stuff going to get you? I guess that's the point. So anyway, today was a good sermon, and I am looking forward to next week. Anyway, I will see you all in my next video, and I hope you have a good day, and I'll see you later. Thanks, guys.